Hey everybody, welcome to Wake Up Missoula. I'm your host, Scott Ramf.
I'm also your host, Noelle McVoy. That was Asaph Adonai on piano. Asaph, what song is that?
That is the theme to a cartoon in the 60s called King Kong. That's the theme.
Cool.
Nice, sweet. That's cool. I like that. Well, you guys, it's Wednesday.
Don't touch your TV because we are definitely off balance.
Yeah.
I'm not usually this tall compared to Noelle. Well, maybe. Just a little
funny.
Bit.
We are off balance.
We're totally. Well, look, if you look at the tripod, it's just kind of like all cattywampus.
Whoa, that's okay.
Yes. Well, the word of today is cattywampus. So I'll fix that a little bit later. Who cares? But let's talk about weather. So the weather is looking all sorts of crap. All sorts of what? It is.
Crap.
But still, it's going to be high 40s, high 50s all week long. And you can expect, it is currently 26 degrees outside, negative 3 degrees Celsius, but it's only going to get warmer and warmer. 40% chance of rain today, lowering it down to about 30%. And then, of course, Thursday you can expect showers likely. But, of course, your Friday and through the weekend is going to expect rain. But why would you want to go out on the weekend? Because...
The snow report! Oh, no.
Because stop animation is happening. So if you want to stay indoors and you're between the ages of 9 to 13, assuming that you're watching this and you're 9 to 13, maybe homeschool kids. I don't know. You never know. Maybe watching later. Because one of my kids from past flagship after school watches this online. And we are online on YouTube. And who basically says they watch my show whenever they get the chance.
That's great.
And it's adorable.
Cute little kids. I love when they watch.
But of course, with the rain comes the snow. And
it does. And so if we take a look at our snow report, it kind of looks like there isn't really much snow, though. The only place that has gotten snow is Blacktail Mountain. They got 1 inch of new snow in the past 24 hours. Whitefish has got 0 inches. Snowbowl, Lost Trail, Discovery, all 0 inches of new snow. And it looks like their lower and upper base depths are getting lower, are receding. So the ski and snowboard season is coming down to an end, but hopefully with all this rain that we're getting down here, it'll snow up there. Cool. So yeah, good luck, you guys. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed. But of course, if you want to find out more information about that, you can go to onthesnow.com or you can go to National Weather Service by looking it on your local search engine.
Yeah.
I just, like if you put local in front of anything, it kind of works. But check out your local morning show.
Grocery store. Check out your local wall.
Here's your local wall by going on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/Wake Up Missoula. So nice, we made you write it out twice for us. You can also Google us too. We're
all over the Googleable.
Googleable. Yeah,
Dateable Google.
Okay, but also we have a Facebook page, which is pretty tight with these young adults that like it.
Love Facebook pages.
We have our Twitter page at Wake Up Missoula.
Missoula Community Access Television has their own Twitter page at MCAT TV Missoula. MCAT also has a Facebook. You can check us out and like us on there. And to find out more information, just check us out on our website, mcat.org.
And yes, you do have an opportunity to make your own show. And if you're not sure about how to make your own show and how to do that, you can come to orientation, which is tonight at 5:30. Come on down, give us a call beforehand if you want to at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542
MCAT.
And also you can email us, mcat@mcat.org, saying that you're going to be showing up tonight for orientation. It's basically a nice 20-minute short orientation video, or you can watch it online, but it's better if you watch it when you come here because you have to watch it anyway, so why watch it twice?
Why watch it? Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's good to watch it twice because then you can know the rules of MCAT. It's pretty straightforward.
We have a training video?
Yeah, we have a training video. You haven't seen it?
No.
Yeah, it's like 5 years old now.
Is it super cheesy?
It's super cheesy.
Awesome. We should update it.
It has to be updated because we do Optimum instead of Charter. And Optimum existed for a hot minute until Charter took it over.
That's funny.
So
all right.
yeah. But I just want to overdub it, just Charter.
That's funny. That's exactly what she do is just dub over it.
But of course, tonight is the on-air. I do want to say this is the on-air premiere of the 20th annual Endathon from KBGA.
Oh wow!
And of course, it's going to be on tonight, and of course tomorrow night. It's going to run twice. It's a fairly long program.
It looks like it's about 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yep.
Looks like it's so long. Yeah.
So here's a little taste of what you guys can see tonight at 10 p.m. on MCAT. Then after this, I'm going to show you the primetime spot. And of course, you can check that out tonight at 10 p.m. It's great. It's
That looks
just
pretty
wonderful.
cool. Like, if you guys don't want to do anything tonight and just want to chill and watch some music, stay at home, turn it on at 10 p.m. You got like, gosh, you can stay awake till 1 watching it. That's awesome.
Turn it on and turn it up.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
I've got homework to do tonight, so I might.
It's some
turn
good
it
background
on.
music, and
Yeah.
plus you can get it on video on demand. You go to our website.
Show us about that.
MCAT.org. You click on to one channel, 189 or 190. 190 is more of our civic channel, so if you want to look up government stuff that's impacting Missoula. But let's go to channel 189 for this example. So it brings you to this nice little page where it gives you a playlist. It shows you what kind of videos are on here. It has Hellgate High school, all school poetry out loud. I did have to say school. And of course, you can keep on going through and see all sorts of stuff. Oh, there's the commotion dance class. There's K through 8. We have the full program on here as well. And it kind of basically is Spark in the school is commotion. It's basically existed for a while now, and now it's going to be running on MCAT, which is great.
That's awesome.
I filmed that not too long ago. I had 2 cameras. I had tripod, and then I put myself on another camera, and it was like,
yeah, cool. I actually did a multimedia project for one of my classes last semester on the commotion dance classes.
You know what's funny?
Really cute. They were really fun.
You know what's really funny is that when I heard that they started like basically asking everybody with a video camera to film their thing, I just felt a little dirty. It's nothing about like what they're doing is good, but the fact that they're asking everybody else to do it is just kind of like it's like, oh, so I'm just me by myself, I'm not good enough for you?
It was I who sparked it. I started it all. I went in there first. I started to film. I don't think they had anyone in there filming. Yeah. And then we did it last semester, and now as I've heard, they've got a bunch of people in there interviewing them and filming, which is great.
I know, like I talked to some of the kids, and the kids are just like, oh, these people just come and film us.
It's a great thing for the program. It's a great thing for school. The kids actually learn, and there's children are kinesthetic learners, and so there's 85% of kids are kinesthetic learners, which is that means they learn by moving and learn by doing rather than sitting and listening. Like sitting and listening is really hard, even for me, and I'm 24. Oh, go back, you guys, precious.
Okay,
precious.
so here is a little taste of the commotion.
Our tablet of law, and then our Liberty Island. Ready, here we go. Torch and tablet, and around your island. Again, torch and tablet, and around. And again, torch and tablet.
So the idea behind commotion is that it utilizes,
torch,
I guess this one in particular is,
and around.
is using historic landmarks such as the Statue of Liberty. So they're doing a torch, a little tablet, and they're learning about the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island.
Yep, and so they usually do like a warm-up dance and warm up at the very start, and then they go into their lesson.
So our arms and our legs are going to reach out for our spikes.
Really cool, really cute. Such a great thing such a good thing for kids, and I know all the teachers are pleased, and it's awesome.
But yeah, you can access that. It's already online. You can go to our video on demand page at mcat.org. It's all great. It's really simple. There's a whole bunch of great tabs. But that's about it about our website, where you can basically find all the videos. But now I'm going to talk about what is going to be on MCAT, and it's brand new. We have a whole bunch of new content, and it's just all sorts of great. Like, Noelle heard me laughing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really funny, but it's like once you've been doing this a long time, any like little nuances, even like the tiniest jokes in any of those videos are like the most hilarious.
Like,
All right, so without further ado, here is what's new tonight on MCAT, and when we come back, we'll have events with Noelle, and I hear it's going to be extra special.
Yeah.
Got your caffeine? Ready to go? I was telling Bryce just a few minutes ago I was going to steal his ball and say, okay, who is the real best speaker? And nope, not Bryce. No, just kidding. He's a great speaker. It's fun to listen to him. So I'm going to go into all sorts of fun information about travel and recreation in the state of Montana, and a little bit what's going on and where we think it's going to be going. And I'd like
out, please feel free to call us. I put brochures over here. I brought extra business cards if you'd like some. The Y has their brochures, and we're happy to answer questions, even if it's just about a friend or a family member. maybe walk you through a process or something.
Can't beat them, join them kind of a situation. They wanted to enrich the work that they were about to embark on with good social science research. And so I agreed, and I've been working with that group ever since then. So it's now called the Adara Development Group, and it's grown enormously. They've spent over nearly $8 million in 15 years. Well, gosh, I guess 17 years now. And we have recently partnered with the UN, and just a week and a half ago I was speaking at the UN on my work with the group. So it's kind of evolved into this amazing thing.
Hey guys, what's up? Okay, we got some advance. Oh gosh, Scott really just turned on the computer. Can't see a thing. Okay, that's not me. All right, you guys. So this is what's going on in your community. So today, starting at 9 a.m., we've got some kids stuff. No, starting at 11 a.m. Taekwondo is at the Children's Museum of Missoula, starting at 11. And then also at 11 over at Spectrum Discovery area, their Discovery Bench is motion pictures, and their Brain Lab is taste test. And then they also have their Science Sprouts, and so this is an early childhood program for ages 2 to 5. So their theme today is Hooray for Dr. Seuss. Over at the Lifelong Learning Center, they have a continuing and watercoloring class starting at 1. Also at 1, over at Peaceful Heart Yoga, is the parent yoga. This is yoga for you while your children play. So your kids can be in a corner, and then you can do yoga, and if you need to grab them or anything, you totally can. At 2 o'clock at the public library, we've got a couple things going on. We have the open timer and the makerspace. You can learn how to use equipment or work on a project of your choice. And then also at 2 o'clock, in the large meeting room, they have a afternoon matinee. So it features a classic film and recent features. It doesn't say which one it is, but it'll be one of those. We're staying at the Missoula Public Library for middle school writers, which start at 3:30 today. This is writing group for grades 6 to 9. It's to give and get good feedback, play with words, eat some chocolate, and keep you out of trouble. Today there's water monitor training at 4 p.m. This is put on by Wen's Water Monitor Training, the Watershed Education Network. So this is going to be at the Greeno Park Pavilion. Scott's favorite word.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Scott will be there. It's pavilion.
I need a cigarette.
Oh gosh. So it'll be at Greeno Park at the Pavilion from 4 to 7:30. They'll provide waiters and all training supplies. Come dressed for the weather. Call 541-9287 to register and for more information.
So if there's a pavilion, you have to dress semi-pro.
Because semi-pro, yeah.
Yeah, semi-pro.
Semi-pro pavilion.
It protects you on top, but it's also party on the bottom.
I like that. That was good. Because a roof, and then dance floor.
Yeah, but you're also outside.
You're also outside, so you're like...
It's like nature, but protected.
Oh my god! Awesome.
I'm sorry. I need to cool off with some anti-pasta.
Whew, yeah. We need a cigarette and some anti-pasta.
We're not promoting cigarette use.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I don't even smoke.
I know, I don't either. Neither of us smoke, so it's funny. Okay, so at the public library, they've got a Missoula Farmers Market vendors meeting. So if you usually have a table during the summer months, they're going to meet in the large meeting room to talk about this upcoming, farmers market. So let's see, they've got, pretty much just to reserve your vendor table. Starts at 5:30 tonight. Over at Target Range School, they have 3D printing. You can go in there and check out the engineering design process and learn how to create your own innovative design project. I know. Over at the Lifelong Learning Center, they're having an interesting class. It's called Adverse Childhood Experiences. It starts at 6 p.m., so they're going to be talking about how all the things that may go wrong in your life today, or how all the things that maybe you feel insecure about or unsure about can come from adverse childhood experiences. So they're going to talk about that and how you can change that and maybe accept that to move on and have a good everyday life now, and also how to prevent it. And so if you've got kids, maybe you can help them not have adverse childhood experiences so they can be successful adults and not kill anyone. That'd be great. Over at the Starving Artist Community, they have an open mic at 6 p.m. at the Starving Artist Cafe and Art Gallery. This is located on Reserve Street. And then also at the public library at 6, they have a jewelry making workshop from 6 to 7:30 in their makerspace. And then we head over to the Zootown Arts Community Center for their glass fusing orientation class at 6 p.m. This is an introductory class that covers the basics of glass. And so it's $20 plus the cost of glass, which is anywhere between $5 and $20. The Global Public Health Lecture Series is going to be at the Gallagher Business Building in room 123 at 6:30. If you don't catch it tonight, Ron will film it, so it'll be on our channel later.
Yeah, you can watch it at home if you don't want to go there live.
Yeah.
But of course, it's pretty much every Tuesday around 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But of course, me and Ron are going to be doing a bear bait dance, so that's happening all week this week as well.
Cool.
At 8 p.m. and a matinee sometime this weekend. I don't know.
Bear bait dance is happening.
Do you have that?
Yep,
Okay,
I do.
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys about it.
I didn't even mention anything.
But this next lecture is really, really cool. So there is this iconic image from the Vietnam War of these children running down the street crying after the napalm bomb. Ooh. And so the guy that took that photo is going to be here in Missoula today giving a lecture.
Wow.
So he'll be at the University Law School, room 101, at 7 p.m. And he was working for the Associated Press during this time and won a Pulitzer Prize for this piece. So during the lecture, he'll discuss news photography and share his personal experiences from his days as a reporter. So that is going to be really, really, really cool. And it's a very iconic photo. I'll find it and show it to you guys later on in our show. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah, all the images from the Vietnam War that you think of, like this is one that you think of, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty cool.
And extremely graphic too.
Yeah, extremely
graphic.
graphic.
The napalm bombing basically burned all her clothes to her skin.
Yeah. So all of her clothes. Yeah. So she's just wearing underwear, I think. And then it's her running down the street, and there are other children just screaming and running. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's interesting that the photographer that was there and saw it will be at the university talking about it. So I know we're not supposed to do a call to action, but I highly encourage it because it's going to be really interesting.
Recommend.
I highly recommend it. Highly recommend this lecture.
You got the Noelle stamp of approval. It's called YesL.
YesL.
I always say it
logos.
to you, but we never actually say it on air.
No.
I never say YesL.
I'm making logos, everyone. Okay.
A shirt of you going,
Yeah.
YesL. That actually would be a good shirt.
It would be hilarious, yeah.
I'll get you that shirt.
Okay, great. Okay, I just have a couple more events, and then we're going to switch gears. At the Sunrise Saloon, we've got country dance lessons with instructor Kathy Clark. So only for $5, starting at 7, she can teach you how to swing your way around the dance floor and meet some men. I don't know if you want to. And then the Roxy Theater, this is kind of cool. They're doing a series of films celebrating the LGBT culture called Out at the Roxy. So they're showing a movie called Tangerine, and I'm going to read you guys the synopsis because it sounds like it's interesting and really funny.
Is it like a Hallmark original movie?
Sometimes, yeah. Okay. It's Christmas Eve in Tinseltown, and Cindy is back on the block. Upon hearing that her pimp boyfriend hasn't been faithful during the 28 days she was locked up, the working girl and her best friend Alexandra embark on a mission to get to the bottom of the scandalous rumor. Their rip-roaring odyssey leads them through various subcultures of Los Angeles, including an American family dealing with their own repercussions of infidelity.
Armenian.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Armenian family. So that should be kind of cool. That sounds like it's going to be a really good movie. That'll be at the Roxy at 7 p.m. But that's what I've got for you guys before we head into Asaph's segment. This is how it's going to start.
King Kong, you know the name of King Kong. You know the fame of King Kong. 10 times as big as a man. One day a boy too young to know that.
This is from an old television show in the 1960s called King Kong. And this particular theme song to this was so popular that musicians of the past were actually playing this theme song. Musicians like trumpeter Al Hurt, and to say the least, and other musicians. But that's a pretty cool line. King Kong, you know the name of King Kong, you know the fame of King Kong, 10 times as big as a man. Yeah. And now I'm going to use that to start our segment off here. I want to talk about the history of King Kong really quick. not this cartoon, but before that cartoon, there was the 1933 version of King Kong. Basically, the synopsis of this movie, film director Carl Denham, he's a fictitious director. He decides he's known for going to exotic locations and he wants to film a movie. And so they couldn't find an actress. And Fay Wray's character was homeless. Her character name was Ann Darrow. So because she was penniless and homeless, she agrees to go to Skull Island. And so they go to Skull Island, they see these natives in this native village, and from there they encounter the beast, King Kong. And because of encountering this beast, they decide to chain and shackle this beast and bring him to Broadway in New York. And he's called the 8th wonder of the world, and of course he escapes and he's ticked off for being chained. And that's kind of the synopsis of the story, which leads to our guest. Vina Fay Wray, known to the world as Fay Wray, and she is the quintessential queen of scream.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes, there were other actresses that did it, but this particular actress was blessed. I mean, she was able to scream and never go hoarse. Now, we got a video. Let's show Fay Wray in action, and then I'll conclude this story. So anyway, to talk about Fay Wray real quick, she was born in Alberta, Canada in 1907. And she had a very humble beginning. In 1923, she appeared in her first film at the age of 16 in a historical short film that they called at that time. In 1920, she did a silent film called The Coastal Patrol. In 1926, the Western Association of Motion Picture Advertisers selected her for a project they were doing because they chose women that they thought would be on the verge of stardom. And of course, in 1928, she had a leading role in a film called The Wedding March, which led in 1932 to a movie called The Most Dangerous Game, and finally in 1933 her iconic role, King Kong. And she will ever be linked with this, even though she's been gone for so many years. And she was paid a staggering $10,000 for that role.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, for 1933.
Yeah.
yeah, I remember.
What?
Well, like in the new King Kong, Peter Jackson, it totally was like the kind of like they mirrored a lot of the themes of it. Of course, they added like an hour, like two more hours to the whole movie. There's even a director's cut that's even like 3 more hours. Peter Jackson likes to go big. He likes to shoot everything, but then when he releases it, he likes to show everything that he's done.
But you know, in
Calm down, Peter
some
Jackson.
movies, when they
We
do
don't wanna
remakes,
see
they
it.
should leave it alone. And this is just my interpretation.
Well, they did along this.
alone.
They did along the same themes. You know, the homeless girl who gets hired by the picture industry and all that stuff.
And so
that's
she got
pretty cool.
hired to, in the movie, she got hired to do what?
She got hired to go to Skull Island with this film director
Oh,
because he was known for shooting on exotic locations.
Okay.
So it's like a movie within a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
So
cool.
she agrees to go, and of course, when they finally discover Kong, everything goes wrong because after they capture him,
Oh, I like how that rhymes.
yeah, after they capture him, he gets ticked off when he breaks out of the theater.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
they had him chained in the theater like this.
Oh, that's stupid.
8th
It's
wonder of
King
the
Kong.
world, and
Yeah.
that monkey gets rah.
Okay.
So, and this is before they take him to Broadway.
This is when they first meet, and
Yeah.
King Kong falls in love.
Oh,
Yes.
look at the love in his
Now
eyes.
watch this here when she escapes, and watch what he does. And I like the effects for this time too.
It's pretty good.
They're really good. 1933, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is-
she's-
Oh, he's
okay, she's
untying
falling.
her.
She'll fall. Watch this. Watch what he does. And there's the natives on Skull Island are not happy about him capturing her. there.
No, they want that white woman for themselves.
They wanted to.
Oh, look at it! It's different language. Oh, fun.
Yeah, they wanted to sacrifice.
Yeah,
her
there
to
was.
the
They
thing.
were going to.
But then the
Oh, they
girl
were
was
gonna
just like,
sacrifice her to him?
Well, actually, there was another person, if I understand it, they were going to sacrifice, and when they saw this blonde, they wanted her instead.
Oh, hilarious. Of course they did.
But, of course, that doesn't happen, and then they capture Kong, they take him to New York, he escapes, he climbs up the Empire State Building, and finally they send the planes to shoot him down.
Fun.
But
Okay,
he
so
takes the
then,
girl.
have you seen the remake?
No, I haven't.
it's really good.
I'm sure it is, but I'm just going based on this original version here.
Yeah.
But
I know, I would like to see the
He
remake.
held the woman, King Kong held
Yeah.
the woman throughout the whole thing, even when he's climbing up the Empire
Yeah,
State
he's just
Building.
holding her the whole time.
He's holding her.
I want to know how they did that. I want to know how they was he a robot, do you think? Or was he in a costume? And
Probably a costume.
They did a lot of
I think
claymation back in the day, especially the
Yeah.
Hidden Planet, Phantom Planet. What was it?
I know what you're talking about. That.
Or even
Cool.
Journey to the Center of the Earth. They did that one too. The
Yeah.
original one, which was all black
was
and white.
all-
Well, they
And
made
one
a
of the-
series of original movies in those years too.
And then one of the best movies that had practical effects mixed with special effects was Metropolis.
Oh, dude.
Metropolis is one of the. It's banging.
I got to see. I saw Metropolis. I took a history of film class last semester, and one of the movies we got to see was Metropolis, and it was really good.
Yeah, they did
It
a
was
remake
super
of
cool.
Metropolis, but they made it into like Japanese anime version of it. It's really
interesting.
good. It is staggering
Cool.
how good it is.
Well, Metropolis is cool. It was during the German Expressionism time, and so German Expressionism is really, really interesting. It's very stylized. It's very very expressive, and all the costumes are really expressive, and their acting is over the top.
Yeah,
and their
they almost
themes-
have to be because there's no audio
Yeah.
besides a great score that was behind it.
Yep, and the themes are always kind of surrounding Nazism.
They
and-
re-released it, and then
Really
they found
interesting.
old footage that they edited into the original
Oh, cool.
cut. They actually have they said they had 10 or 15 minutes of additional
Oh,
footage
awesome.
that they found that they put to it, and it's available online. I think you can find it on Netflix now.
Cool.
Well, we
I'm gonna watch
lost
it.
Fay Ray in 2004 at the
Yeah.
age of 96.
Oh wow, she
So
had a good life.
Yeah,
Wow.
she did movies and stuff after King Kong, but it was never quite the same in her case. They were successful, yeah, but
Yeah.
there was only one cult classic, as they call it, and she left the world a wonderful film, and I'll quit at that note.
Cool.
All right, thanks, Asaph.
Asaph.
Thanks for bringing it back.
Yeah.
It's going off on a
That's
tangent.
okay.
There's a lot of good movies out there. King
Oh,
Kong,
yeah.
everyone knows King Kong.
Yeah.
All the classics, yeah.
All right, and when we come back, here is an art clip by Rick. And when we come back, we'll have Noelle with some of your Thursday events.
Hey guys, we are back. Okay, so this is what I've got for you guys for Thursday. Dun, 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 dun. It's happening. Okay, also, but before we go to Thursday events, I want to show you guys that photo that I was talking about. So this is super recognizable, and he will be at the University of Montana tonight. Yeah.
Yep.
So that photographer will be at the University of Montana. Yeah, really cool. Really cool. Okay, so this is what's happening tomorrow in your community. Over at the Lifelong Learning Center at 9 a.m., they've got a copper plate lettering class. So you can learn how to use a pointed pen tool and letter structure of classic copper plate lettering. Great. So this next one is kind of interesting. Over at the Hilton Garden Inn, there's a discussion or a lecture put on by Techno Toys. It's called Choosing the Right Fall Alarm, starting at 10. So it's for fall alarm or personal emergency response system. So if you're an older person and are maybe worried about being alone, or maybe like if you fall over or anything bad happens, then you can get a good response system.
Say it, Noelle.
Yeah.
Say what they always say in those terrible commercials.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Exactly.
You'll have an alarm for it.
Yep.
So these guys will help you. I'm sure there are lots of different companies. I'm sure there are lots of different alarms. But if you want to talk to someone from the distributor, then check it.
Well, I want to invent like a device that's not like a giant like brick that you have around your neck, and you just like check one.
Yeah.
Check one. It's like a giant white walkie-talkie around your neck. It's terrible.
It's super terrible. It's kind of like degrading too.
If there was a tool, and this is what I would do, like a small little tool that you just kind of pin on your body, and then it measures how fast you go down. So if you do fall, like the speed of a falling, and it records the speed, then it would notify that you win a certain amount of speed.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. And then you don't need to call anyone, because what if you fall and then not only can you not get up, but you can't
talk to anyone. Yeah.
You can't say anything.
So it would
you can't reach the button.
What a good idea. That's a great idea.
Quit stealing it.
Can you implant it in your skin? What about that idea?
Oh, like a chip? That's what they do to dogs.
I'm just kidding. That's terrible. Oh, man. Okay. Over at the Providence Center, starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, they've got their NAMI Missoula weekly meeting. So this is the free weekly meeting for anyone affected by mental illness or interested in learning about NAMI, which is the North America Mental Illness Alliance. I'm pretty sure. Over at the Sacred Roots Healing Arts Studio, they've got a mindful movement meditation class starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. It's all donation based, and you got to bring your own props such as yoga mats and blankets and blocks. Family yoga is at the Children's Museum of Missoula starting at 11. Also at 11 over at Spectrum Discovery and Discovery Center, their Discovery Bench is astronomy, Brain Lab is electricity and reflexes. There's a Parkinson's support group at the Ronald McDonald House Conference Center at 1 p.m. This is located at 3003 Fort Missoula Road. And so this is for those who have Parkinson's disease and for their caregivers and family. You can call 327-1207 if you need more information. We've got our NAMI Connection Support Group over at NAMI Missoula. This is located on Brook Street. It starts at 1:30. It's a free weekly support group for adults living with mental illness. Over at the public library, they've got electronics exploration at 3 p.m. This is, you can go in there and work on a project of your choice or learn how to use their platforms. That's until 6. Also at 3, over at the Missoula Insectarium, which happens to be across the street from the library, they're learning all about wings. So you'll be able to check out some wings underneath a microscope and then make your own wings to bring home. Lego Club is back across the street at the public library at 3:30. It's 12 and under need to have parents, but they provide everything. Taste Buds Kitchen has got a chocolate zucchini muffins workshop for ages 2 to 6. It's $20 and it starts at 4:30.
Because everybody knows, once you start planting vegetables, you have way too many zucchinis. To the point, I just gotta say, to these darn kids that leave zucchinis on my doorstep. Like, that's what they do. There's so many zucchinis. Like, people literally leave them on your front door, just like, zucchini.
No!
There's a lot of them.
You don't like them?
Oh no, I like them okay, but like, how much is too much, people?
Yeah.
Quit growing zucchinis.
Stop. We need to start a zucchini collective. It's like one person grows the zucchinis and then everyone buys them.
The anti-zucchini collective?
Anti-zucchini collective. Well, no, I'm just saying. So people,
AZC.
The AZC. People build their gardens, they grow the zucchinis, and then they just sell them.
Yeah, they try to sell them.
Give them away.
Yeah, you pretty much have to give them away.
I'm going to start a Facebook page called the Zucchini Collective. It's happening, everyone.
Well, there's like,
Facebook page.
because there's so many zucchinis and they're so easy to grow.
Yeah.
People have to come up with like 5 million different recipes for zucchini. It's
Zucchini
like, oh,
shakes,
zucchini
breads,
lotion,
shampoo, zucchini pillows.
and then you see these as like, oh, zucchini pills, vitamins, huh? It's like, that makes sense.
Oh.
And people buy it.
Get
People
your
buy
zucchini
it.
in a pill form.
People buy it, and people are like, this must be healthy for me because it's zucchini. It's like,
love zucchini.
Are you gonna rub zucchini on your face?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get like
face.
zucchini oil and you rub it on your body as you cook it with it.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of throw it in the trash can.
When the summer starts, Scott and I are gonna do a show once a week dedicated to zucchinis. Zucchini cooking show. All right, I'm gonna finish out these events because we have some city council, so we want to get to that. So there's a downtown drop-in wine tasting over at La Grata Bella at 5 p.m. This is located underneath the Old Post Pub. Cost is $12.50 and a minimum of 4 wines each week and a different theme. Over at the Lifelong Learning Center, starting at 6, they've got a class called How to Know Montana's Evergreens. So if you don't know the difference between a fir and a Douglas and a spruce and a hemlock, go on down. Figure it
There's
out.
something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with you.
If you know the difference, there's something wrong with you.
You're a terrible Missoulian.
I would just say person.
You're a terrible person in general. Over at the Roxy Theater, they've got a citywide poetry slam. And so this is put on by the Big Sky High School's magazine program.
Cool.
So this is an open mic event that invites spoken word poets to perform an original piece without props and with a time limit of 3 minutes. So sign-up space is open at 5:30, closed directly at 6. So if you want to get in there, go right at 5:30. $5 or it's $4 for high school students. Those high schoolers. Okay, over at the Lifelong Learning Center, they have oil painting values starting at 6 p.m. You can learn all about different ways to use oil painting and, different values of it, I guess. I didn't know that there were so many. Over at Big Sky High School, this is sponsored by the Children's Museum of Missoula. It's called How to Communicate with Your Teen So They Will Hear You. So starting at 6 p.m., at the age of 13 until 18, teens are angsty. They're angsty, they don't care about family time, they don't want to hang out, they just want to cry in their rooms or hang out with their friends.
Yeah, well, I was angsty and then I became grumpy.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing pretty much.
Perfect, yeah.
That's why I get along with teenagers.
I was angsty, and then probably about, I would say 16, 17, my angst stopped.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, woo, yeah!
Well, when I was in college, of course, I had no angst. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
I still kind of am like, whatever.
Yeah. He's whatever, grump.
Whatever, grump.
Old man ramp.
It's not worth the fight.
So if you have a teen that's kind of hard and you don't know what to do, you can go to this to learn how to communicate with your teen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, and I got a couple more events. So, over at the Good Food Store, they are having a Food for Your Health adrenal building breakfast class. Starts at 6:30. So this is put on by a woman named Dr. Martinez, let's see. So she is a board-certified licensed naturopathic physician at Missoula's Golgi Clinic. So she's going to explore the building blocks of a healthy breakfast and explain why it's the most important meal of your day. $25. They're going to make granola, almond, and oat pancakes, Sita eggs with avocado beet, and kale hash. Sounds awesome.
You had me at almond and.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Over at Westside Lanes, they've got a Big Sky Beekeepers meeting at 6:30. It's on the west entrance. So it's overview of beekeeping and focusing on current season's beekeeping needs and responsibilities. There is a focus on forest birds and advanced birding class at 7 p.m. It looks like this is, it doesn't say where it is, but it's put on by the Five Valleys Audubon. And Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. So it's $15 per lesson. Just check out Five Valleys Audubon. Check out their website to find out where the location of this class. It didn't tell me. Yeah. And then over at the University of Montana, in the Part TV building at number 5, we've got the Bear Bait Dance, which Scott and Ron are going to be filming all week long.
Yep.
It's called All About Moon. So the artistic director, Joy French, and her company are going to be doing dances inspired by the moon. So they have a variety of moon myths, quintessential moon songs, and general moon mania to focus on new dance works that are whimsical, intelligent, poignant, and meticulous.
Yep. And of course, there is no moon until a week or two from now.
Yes.
Yep. I don't think it's even the new moon yet.
No. And then I got music for you guys tomorrow night. So let's see. Hang on. Okay, open mic at the Eagles at 8:30. Open mic at the Broadway at 9. Dead Hipster, the Badlander at 9. Karaoke at the Dark Horse at 9. New Old Future is going to be playing at the VFW at 9:30, and then My Slight Charlie at the Top Hat Lounge at 10.
Nice.
As always, check out MissoulaEvents.net, the University of Montana website, the Independent, and the Missoulian for more events in your community.
Yep. But of course, it is time for City Council. Of course, I've been putting this off for the last couple of weeks. Yada yada yada. Things come in the way. I get lazy. All that sort of thing.
It's cool. We all understand.
Here's the thing. Okay, so with an ever-growing debate between the city home base, which is based out of Bozeman, and of course the architecture based out of Denver, with the members of the community and historic preservation committees from Missoula. The demolition process is moving forward, much to many Missoulians' displeasure, and everybody who spoke at public comment was against the demolition of the historic Missoula Mercantile, which became the Bond in the 50s, and then Macy's in the 90s sometime. And of course, we have 3 quotes from 3 different members who make points, and this is, what was his name again? It was Solomon Martin. Here's Solomon Martin.
Attract businesses. Just look at the success stories that we have with the Top Hat, the Wilma, the La Flèche building, and the Montgomery Distillery. Well-preserved buildings foster civic pride and encourage citizens to support the businesses within them. Losing the appealing character of a neighborhood drives people away. We can just imagine how frustrated we are with the congestion and the sprawl of North Reserve Street. I know a lot of people that really don't like to go there. So do we really want to be bringing this sort of proposed development to our downtown?
All right, so of course, that's a question he asks. Of course, with the historic, a lot of the buildings are historic here in Missoula as well, because a little bit of tidbit of history of the Missoula Mercantile is that the Missoula Mercantile has existed long before it was even considered, the city was even a city. It wasn't even established as a city, and there was the Mercantile, the Missoula Mercantile, or some kind of, or just a general mercantile. But of course, with the mall and grocery stores popping up, the Missoula Mercantile basically was just like, we can't really do anything anymore. You got these super stores and these super mall and all that stuff. So they basically had to sell, and that's why they became a retail kind of store like the Bond, which is like it's like its own thing at the time. But of course, the next quote is from Kayla Blackman, and she is a historian, and this is what she had to say about this.
My life, history is economy. It's my job. It's how I travel. It's everything that I love. And so when Missoula discusses demolition permits for historic icons like the Missoula Mercantile building, I feel obligated to come forward as a citizen and say, and ask you, to really beg you to think about the ramifications of destroying a building that cannot be replicated, that even if another building comes in and keeps the same sort of historic spirit, it is not the Mercantile, which has been here for almost 140 years. So when we have a building and we have an opportunity to redevelop it, I encourage you to think sort of, as Solomon mentioned, this is an opportunity for Missoula, and so I just ask you to consider that.
All right, so much to many people's displeasure with the Missoula Mercantile, and this next person is Steve Atler, and he's talking on it, and he's a historian, and he's on a preservation committee, and this is what he had to say about this demolition permit and the process.
The community is panicking. They don't know if there's a schedule. They don't know how soon things will be taken care of. The assumption is everything is on a fast track. Panics do not make good decisions. So I would propose one tangible suggestion tonight, and that is change what is existing in the Historic Preservation Ordinance from 90 days to 180 days of demolition delay. If we don't need the 180 days to work through a problem, that's fine, we don't need to use it. But I already know that 90 days to work through a problem is a fast track for a problem like this in a community. I would like to see Missoula, the City Council, give Missoulians the benefit of weighing in on it, being able to possibly find some tangible alternatives, possibly find some compromises if that's an option. But to do that all in 90 days is a tall order.
All right, so that's basically what he had to say, and of course, there are a lot of there's a lot of speculation going around. There's a lot of things that we don't know whether or not the Missoula Mercantile is going to be demolished a month from now. Who knows when? Like, basically the city just had a partnership with the home base, and they announced it in the press conference last Friday that it's time to move forward. That's what the mayor said. It's time to move forward. But then again, we have to listen to the people in Missoula and see how it is. And of course, I do want to know what you guys think. I really want to do. If you want to post on Facebook, you can also tweet us at Wake Up Missoula. And of course, you can tweet the city of Missoula as well. And of course, you already have been, from what I've been hearing. And I just want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think about the Missoula Mercantile. And what about you?
Well, I think that it's a shame. I think that it's a shame that the mayor feels like we don't have any alternatives to this. Like, there are alternatives. Like, I mean, the Wilma and the Top Hat were renovated, and they look beautiful. Like, why can't we bring in a preservation place, a company that'll help us? And so,
my issue is the fact that a lot of the Missoulians who could have helped didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, I know I'm going to be a total jerk to people now. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, it's been 6 years. You didn't do anything. And people have been saying, hey, I want to try something. You didn't.
Yeah.
We can't just have an empty space for 6 years. And of course, with this ever-growing thing that is our Missoula, the concept is our Missoula, which is they're trying to build inwards.
Yeah.
And this is the one project.
It's huge.
This is a huge project, and this is basically the kind of project is the milestone. If they do move forward with this, or if they don't move forward with this, it'll basically just be indication that Missoula is stuck in the past.
Yeah.
That is one way of thinking about it. Yes, Missoula history is great and wonderful, and it's always nice to have, especially like these landmarks. Especially the Missoula Mercantile is important. It's always been important and always will be important,
well, and also,
no matter what.
Like, it has sat open for a long time, and like I guess whenever I walk by it, I don't really put two and two together that it's a Missoula Mercantile. I really don't. I just see the stuff in the window, and I'm just like, this empty building.
It's the empty building where they basically use the window space for advertising.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do it for anything else, and nobody wants to do anything about it. And even when it was open, when it was the Bon or
the
was Macy's, nobody went there.
Yeah,
nobody went there.
So do you think that it's a good idea for the mayor to move forward and demolish this and build a hotel there?
I think it's a good idea that somebody's doing something rather than nothing.
Yeah.
And we had 6 years to be proactive and work on a process to make the Mercantile great again.
And now that it's slated, everyone's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
where were you 6 years ago?
This is
the past 6 years
typical Missoula. It's like when push comes to shove, it's like you guys are just gonna ignore the problem and hopefully it goes away. But then when it actually happens, you're like, oh no, I don't want this to happen. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my.
It's
It's
agree.
frustrating.
I totally understand your point.
I'm from Missoula. I've been here since '88. I've been inside the Bon. I've been into Macy's. I've been through all that stuff, and I've seen it. And nobody goes.
Yeah.
It's like people are just like, oh, we can't go there because the parking downtown is just terrible. It's like now they have the new parking garage, and people still don't utilize what they can do downtown.
Yep.
I mean, that's a destination. That's right there. And unfortunately, it's a hotel. Like we got plenty of hotels in Missoula. There's, they're actually doing something.
Yeah.
I have nothing against people who want to make Missoula a destination.
Mm-hmm.
That's Missoula's, economy is based on tourism.
Yeah.
We have to sell ourselves. We're a college town. We have to make people come here, spend lots of money.
It's true. Yeah, it's very true.
But of course, please comment on what you guys think. I would love to hear what you guys think. I really do want to have a show. I really want to contact a lot of the people in town and especially historians about this and do a debate. Let's talk about this. I really want to host a show and have a little crosstalk.
That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. So
Look
if
for
you're
that.
interested in doing that, please contact us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542.
MCAT?
You can also email us mcat@mcat.org. You can. I really want to get people together and see, get experts on either side to see what's good for Missoula.
I totally agree. I think that's a great idea, and especially since all these people have an opinion, and maybe we're not really reflecting the entire city's opinion either. Like, those are only a few people that heard about this. Like, not everyone knows about this yet. Yeah, because those that don't pay attention.
All right.
But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's it. I know it got a little heated up in here.
I know. I was passionate about this. I love this. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ignore
Yes. Asaph, what do you think?
I haven't lived here long enough to be able to comment on that, I don't think. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to really comment. I understand your thoughts, though, from a historical point
Yeah,
of view.
well,
Asaph is always.
I just don't want this to be another McClay Bridge situation.
Oh yeah. What happened with that?
McClay Bridge is still there.
Oh,
It's
and
an
they were
old
gonna-
single-lane bridge that's been there for 30 years. And they've been wanting to get rid of it for all these years, but everybody up in Target Range is just like, no.
Whatever.
Hey, if they want to keep the Missoula Mercantile, the people who want to keep it should talk to the people up in Target Range.
Yep. So let us know what you guys think by contacting us. But if you want to find out more information about
Yes.
Wake Up Missoula or check us out, you can check us out on our websites, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. That is our webpage. You can like us also on Facebook, and you can also check us out on Twitter at Wake Up Missoula.
Hopefully I don't mess this up. Okay, you can also follow Missoula Community Access Television on Facebook at MCAT TV Missoula, as long as liking us on Facebook and going on to mcat.org to find out more information and to find out more about what MCAT is, our stop animation drop-in, and of course our summer programs.
Yeah.
Yay! Which is happening this summer, and it should be great. I'm
Starting
really
the end of
excited.
June.
My project for the summer is the zombie movie making
Yes,
workshop, which I'm
Scott is
extremely
stoked
excited
about
about. You can learn more about it by logging on to mcat.org.
That'll be at the end of July for that.
But without further ado, thanks for joining me. We had a lot of great content today. A lot of great shows are on tonight. A lot of great events are happening. And thanks, guys, for joining me.
Yeah. Have a wonderful Wednesday in Missoula, everyone. For Wake Up Missoula, I'm Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ramph.
Here's Asaph.